Morning, my darlings. Today's going to be a bit of a shorter one. I'm having a bit of a hard day today. It's a 12/12 portal. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I'm going to read to you from the Christ letters to start. For everything that we radiate, everything that we think and do is an act of consciousness. And consciousness is life force. With the activity of our minds, yours and mine, we shape our consciousness, our life force, into different forms, which will bless or curse the environment. What are you radiating into your world? Remember how during a time of great stress, during my time in Palestine, I cursed the fig tree and it shriveled to its roots. Not long afterwards, I was also roundly cursed by Roman soldiers and Jewish priests alike. I, too, was shriveled to my roots before I died on the cross. Beware what you hand out to others. Make certain that you would like to receive the same. A cup of water handed to someone with love can bless and uplift a person, or if handed out with ill feeling, can make the recipient feel small and of no account, a little weaker and more depressed. What part are you playing in your environment? Are you honored and recognized for the love and goodwill you distribute the moment you set foot into your workplace? Have you caught a vision of what is really important in your life? Have you set yourself a spiritual plan, a spiritual goal to be achieved before you pass on into the next beautiful dimension? Will you be sufficiently purified and committed to unconditional loving to move into the higher levels of spiritual consciousness? Or will your goals still be those of your earthly plane? Ask yourself, what part do you really want to play in your environment? What is your spiritual destination? Just as importantly, what are your attitudes towards other people? Superiority and exclusivity? Or an awareness that most people are doing the best that they can with whatever talents they possess? To reach your fullest potential, you must realize that neither position nor wealth can limit the power you exercise in the world. Your only limitations are your attitudes and thoughts arising from your attitudes. The life force radiating from the mind of king, prime minister, general, or lowly servant or soldier is equally powerful and productive of good in the environment, providing each one disciplines his thoughts to become attuned to the spiritual frequencies of unconditional love and divine consciousness. Furthermore, such thoughts enter and enhance the world consciousness force itself. Each person adding their spiritual thought to the world's spiritual thought strengthens it. The only factor which determines the degree of imparting of life or sickness propensities is the level of realization and spiritual understanding that a person has drawn from their source of being. What are you radiating into the world? There's a really good song I'd love for you guys to look up. It's very beautiful. It's called A Reminder. It's written by Trevor Hall. There's a really good version too by Trevor Hall in East Forest. It's called A Reminder. And basically it's just saying my love is a reminder. Find your center. I think that this is why, love really matters here on this earth, because it is that reminder. Let's say that essentially besides laughter, there is no higher form of frequency that can connect you with that divine love. This is why when you love, and when you only give love, you are creating something beautiful and wonderful in this world. And when you send out anything other than that, you will get that back. And I don't know about you, but there's nothing other than the highest forms of love and happiness and joy and divinity that I want in my life. There's nothing higher than that. There's nothing beyond that. And I saw, and I heard, and I feel, and I know that when you are in that flow of divine love, every need will be provided for you. When Jesus was out in the desert, and he'd been out there for 40 days, and he'd come to this enlightenment. This is where this happened to him. He went out as like a normal dude, and he came back as this enlightened man. I completely understand. I've been there. Same process. Going out with an intention and coming back and having achieved that thing. Do this, my friends. Do this. It will change your life. But as he's out in the desert, and it's been 40 freaking days, and the dude hasn't eaten yet, well, he's hungry. And so he realizes, with the knowledge that he now possesses, that he could turn stones into bread. But he's also aware, at the time when he was about to do this, that he does not need to do this. Because if he asks, without any doubt, the divine will provide for him. And so he tells the divine, hey, I need some food. And not very long later, a man appears in the desert who shares his excellent meat and bread with him. And as he's finally feeling satisfied and full, he turns to this man to thank him, but he's gone. And he realizes at this moment that this was a divine being who had come to deliver this to him because he had asked for it. Had he taken things into his own account and turned those stones into bread, he would have been relying on himself rather than the love of the divine. And he did not want to do this. As he's walking back, he's quite a ways out. He comes to the edge of a precipice and he realizes, hey, I could just jump off of this and I would save all kinds of time not having to walk so far. And as he's about to do it, he realizes that this is a test and that he is testing his faith, and that if he requires such a test, then he does not have the faith. So he prays. And pretty soon it feels as if he's just floating and covering miles and miles in no time. The love of the divine is so perfect and so pure and so wonderful and so amazing that there is nothing, not one thing, nothing that it cannot do for you if you would but believe in it. But because people have put their faith in something other than the love, they believe in the ills of their yesterdays more than they believe in the love of the divine. They repeat their ills of yesterday because they believe in them and they put their faith in them, and they do not put their faith in the love. And therefore they experience things other than the love because they have put their faith and their belief in them. The love is a reminder of why it is that we are here. This is why when you encounter love in an earthly form, like the love that you have for your children, it is a reminder of the love of the divine, because you would never want to be without them. You would want to provide and give to them in every way possible. This is what the divine wants for you. You would want to provide for them before you even knew what their needs were. You wish that you could just give to them before they even have a want or a need. This is the love of the divine. The divine knows exactly what it is that you need, but you must indeed ask for help. That love, when radiating from yourself, can uplift and bless the environment, and anything other than that does not bring blessings. It brings low, heavy, dense energies, frequencies that can destroy and cause chaos and destruction. It is time to believe in only the love. I love you, my friends. Spread that love today. And as you do, know that you will be blessed beyond belief. I will see you guys tomorrow.